Okay, good morning, everyone. So I will show you guys how we are using the Retroboard and the Springboard for the Cloud Ops 2020-22. Basically, they're the session when we actually started developing this platform. So just so you know, so they do the same thing. They use the same Springboard. Go back. They use the same Springboard. Unfortunately, only a couple people use it. Okay. So for you guys, take a lesson learned, do not follow them. Do better. Okay. Because the more you use, you'll be able to speak with the senior manager. This is where the manager always knows who you are. Nothing. They don't need to, many managers, they don't know, they don't touch any tools. But in some point, you will be actually interviewing with them and they start with here. They hit here. If they find out, well, this is what I will know this person is actually solid or not. So make sure you use this. Okay, so let's go the Retroboard. So actually we are maintaining, the moment we implemented that we maintain there all the Retroboard. Retroboard is the whole sprint post-mortem or the whole sprint experience, means how we did the last sprint. This is one of the core principle of the like the Agile Scrum or the any Agile nowadays. You can go to the Kanban, you can go to the Lean, does not matter. The regardless of how like the friendly your manager, he will end up coming here. Okay, because the many like Deshi manager like us, we're very strict. Okay, that's our nature. Many like a white class manager, they're soft, but they're soft different way. They will end up bringing you into the process and the procedure and to give you the evaluation. Okay, they are not like nobody is taking the responsibility like you are not performing. You do not think you will take the responsibility to guide you. Okay, you award the $10,000. Nobody will do this. Nobody does it. At least this is the right thing in America. Nobody. That you are doing the low performance, either the non-white or the white leader, they will never come and tell you, hey, even though you are not performing well, you are low graded, I am giving you the high exceeded expectation, here is the $10,000. They will not. All will be recorded. Based on all the recording, we just do the performance evaluation. Okay, so make sure you guys know this. So look couple of this. You guys need to know how did it. So look at this, how this kind of things is being used. So look at this. So you guys know like what you do in the retro. Okay, so 1 second, I need to send something to somebody. You guys can look at it. This is the one who will be your you guys need to be able to use the same way. One more second. Oops. Okay. So and then look couple more. So they do not have what happened here, because we are telling them, but they are not doing it. So you guys know that the ones that's the reason product owner role is important. If you get hit by them, either you can keep your job or they will make sure you're done with the job. Product owner or the project manager, because they don't know anything else, technical thing. They don't know. They have no business about the technical thing, but they know everything has to go through the tools. And if they find out the tools is not like the fulfill, they will start telling the Scrum Master. The Scrum Master will tell your manager, or if your manager does not do any action, they will go to the director of the department and they will tell the director, this team is not using the tools. And remember, this kind of tools are brought up by the director of the company or the VP of the company. There's not any individual team member make a decision that Agile Scrum will be implemented, this tool will be used. No, that's not how it works. No team member can make a decision. It's a solution architect or enterprise architect. They evaluate what tools company will be using, and then they make a recommendation to the enterprise procurement team that we need to use this tool in the project management, or we need to use this tool in the company. Once this kind of the tools come to the picture, they provide you the training. Hey guys, this is how the tools work. This is the documentation. And they will give you like a 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And they want to see who is using, who is not using. The moment they find out, the project manager or the scrum master product owner, they find out you do not use the tools. And then even though they're very nice with you, but behind the thing, they will be actually spying against you because they will show this evidence to your manager. Okay, then look at this, he's not using any of this. Look at this, he's like the writing style. Look at this, his communication style. And all of this is the super complex, regardless where the job you take. Very complex because you cannot just fix them one day. Your body will be shaking. Literally, your body will be shaking because you don't know how to do all of this in one point or another point. This is nothing with it, the tools. So make sure, use the tool.
So after like a sprint,
yes.
In progress.
Okay, she joined. So make sure you do your part. Let's go a couple of this. And one more thing, the moment, tell me about yourself, you will have no statement on your mouth. Zero statement because you are not able to say anything because you are not using the tools. Tell me about yourself. We ask, tell me, what did you do? The moment you jump, I use the Postman, I use the Docker, your interview is done there right away. And they will hit you hard. They will ask some question, the tool question you never heard. We always start with the process. Hey, this is the project I work. This is what the project does. This is the methodology we use. This is the tools we have been using. That's the what we do. It all go with the flow. So interview, you are taking the control. We never like to hear anybody tells in the interview with the tools. Most of the interview you are done because questions after question. This guy with who is interviewing, he will go to the Google because he found you that you are the tool guy. Now you will do everything possible to down the interview. So please do not interview with any tooling. Process and the procedure. And we have the recorded. We have the recording session. Those interview literally goes very smooth. The interview, you start with the Scrum because Scrum is implemented 99.99 company. If they don't know, they're like dying to accept it. Literally, because this is the where manager can see the visibility, a leader can see the visibility, and business can see the visibility. Everybody can see from here. It's like the tally book, right? It's a logging kind of. So make sure you use it. And I hope you guys will be using it. Again, this is part of your like the journey. You do not use it, you lose it. And you will not be able to say anything. Okay. Now again, we always give the warning to people. We implemented the tools. This is the tools you'll be using. That's how you do. Now, if you do not use it, it's a your loss.
You can do it after the task is done also, right?
So yeah, good question. Now you can ask when you do this. Sprint is done. Today we are going to start the new class. So the way we do this is the new sprint start. Make sense? So we are going to do the retrospective now. How long? Literally we ask the question, what do you do in the retrospective? We just poke you, just say, you said so many things in your resume. We just poke on you. How you retro run? What did you do in the retro? We literally ask you a question, hey, one of the sprint you did not do a very good job. How did you deal with that? Well, definitely I share my experience in the retro, what you could do better. That's it. Everybody calm because you follow the right approach. So these kind of things we literally expect everyone should follow. Okay, let's go back. What is his name? Faraz. Hello, Faraz.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Can you please share your experience? I think you, Polly, and Fatima, you guys do actively. Why you use it? Why other people do not use it? What is the value you see?
Well, this is kind of like for me, every time I do a task, I complete it. So I actually post the end result. And if I face any issues, so first of all, I do what did I do better compared to the previous week. So I posted. Then what do I have to do in the next sprint? And what is the action item? Those are the things I put in my Retroboard. If there is any issue I faced, I mentioned that. If anything went very well, I mentioned that as well. This is kind of like my checklist, So if I go back to the previous week, then I can see. So I worked on that. Everything went well. So this is from my experience, and so far I'm getting benefited. I like that, and I feel like I'm in a real life organizational environment.
And remember, we'll be putting him by February. He'll be getting the big job. I'm serious. By February, he'll brag, "Hey, I got the big money." Remember this, because he's following this. So Polly, Polly, you are doing it. Polly and Fatima, they are actually using too. Fatima, can you hear me?
Yes, but I can
Okay.
hear you. Yeah,
What
I
is it?
agree with Farhaz. Yeah, everything what I faced issue and what I did better from last week and what I faced, I shared everything, and looks like I am in a job and I am communicating what I am facing, what I am learning with the organization.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's actually good, I think.
Thank you. So when we actually, one of the interview question was asked, "Hey, what do? You got an issues?" Little was asked. Well, issue depend on the issues. Issues comes all day. Issues come really all day, because if you support for the cloud ops engineer, the issue comes throughout the 24/7. When the issue comes, it automatically come to the backlog. Do you know how? Because an email is behind the scene set it up. So operation team always send the email on that, the issues on that email, it come to the backlog right away. Automatically, nobody need to create. That's the one where the issues come. The second way is that somebody send an email to the leader come here, then create the backlog, new backlog. So another way. The third way is there is a production broke, right? Remember in our, like other day, like the whole system was down. So that's what we call the, many company, they call the hair on fire, or all hands on deck, means system is down. Okay, literally we use this kind of word. Every company use the different wording, but those means, guys, go and see what is happening here. We need to fix it.
Drop everything.
Drop everything, yes, go back and fix it. So from the backlog, the answer is from the backlog, we actually prioritize in the planning meeting. We prioritize in the planning meeting. From the planning meeting, we literally estimate how long it should take. Now they know, like if you ask them, they will know how long the deployment take. Some deployment take 1 hour. The presentation take 2 hours minimum. And the documentation take couple hours. They can literally put the 5 hours for me. So now they know the estimation. Why? Because if you are unable to estimate anything, it's fine. 1 or 2 weeks, you're good. But the consistently, you don't know the estimation of your work, then the people will put everything on your shoulder. And I don't know what will be the outcome. Because now you don't know estimation. Estimation is that everything is started. So, but if you do it here, well, yeah, it took for me literally 2 hours to do the presentation, prepare it, some practice on it, do all of this. So if you do this, you have a 3 tasks. Presentation is 1 task, your show and tell is different task, and you actually prepare it like you do the hands-on, you 3 tasks. So those are the tasks for this small thing. It looks like a small thing, but there is so much work behind the scene. You put it. And the moment you do the estimation, you can actually, what is called, talk to someone, hey, how to estimate the work. And then you can do it. Because if someone say, hey, it should only take 2 hours, but because you don't know the estimation, and you are not able to say anything, at this moment, you say, okay, but you have no clue what does this okay means. Okay means you accepted it, but it literally takes 13 hours, 14 hours. And now the second day people will come. What is the status update? You said, well, it's nothing done. So what did you say okay yesterday? Why didn't you ask the question? Why didn't you the clarify the thing? Why everything is missed? And at this moment, people will be, actually everybody is looking each other. So that's why people know you are actually working or you did not work. You can improve this from here. Very easy, because this the where nobody can keep up your job. Because at this moment, everybody is like I cannot help you because that's the environment is. Okay. So let's go back for you guys. So let's go here. So CloudOps member, everything should be here. Debashish, you need to sit down with Farhas and find out how to use this. You are behind. Okay?
Okay.
This is important. So only a couple click. I can show you again so you know. You log in, and then on this board, you should see this. Should be able to see this. Click it here. Go to your sprints, and then click the task board. And then simple way you can create the task here. If you don't know how to create a task, just visit some other previous sprint, and you can see. And if you want to know the best practice, just set up a call with Faraz.
No, brother. Yesterday I checked my I log in, then
Yeah.
I'm still my February group 2.
Okay. Ashik, fix it. Okay. What is your email ID? I can fix it right away. Devashish, what is your email ID? Do you know what is the email ID, Devashish? Devashish, what is the email ID?
Barua, BARUA.
Okay. And then?
That DEB.
Okay, here you go. I added you.
Arjun, ARJUN.
Yeah. I gave you. Okay, you should receive an email now. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure you use it. Next 4 months, you guys should be able to use it properly. That's the expectation. Okay, so the way you guys will be using it is simple. Again, we make you guys the big one, so you guys know this. Technically, this board will be flooding. If the 10 people in a development team, remember, we said the 10 people works minimum. The Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder, he wants the team size should be 2 pizza. It means that the team size should not be that bigger because it will be too difficult to maintain. Right? So we give you guys all in the same team, so you know it is even difficult to find out where your work is.
So right there, I have a active task. So after it's finished, I'm gonna go to the Retroboard and
No, the process is in the planning meeting based on if you 80 hours, you will get the 2 or 3 or 4 tickets of the user story based on the estimation, whatever I assigned to you in the planning meeting. Okay, then you'll be working throughout the sprint. You will be creating the task, whatever you do, you create the test cases or you create the deployment documents. You provision the system or you prepare the test data. You actually deploy something or you actually execute the test cases. You create the task for each of these. Or however your manager wants you, every company is different. You create the break by the task, breaking down, creating by task, and you actually work on them. Once you work on them, it should be in the active column.
right there, that's mine. That
Sure.
Column, that's
Sure.
mine actually.
Yep.
So after I'm done, it's closed. Then I'm gonna do the Retroboard.
No, next. All as many have the issues or the story on this board, and they're assigned to you. You have to done all of this.
So we go to the Retroboard after the sprint is done.
Is right.
After the complete sprint is done.
Yes.
like 2 weeks.
Your product owner will be saying, "Hey, Springboard is ready," and we say the same thing. So then,
when the sprint is completely done, then I go to the Retroboard and I give my input like
yes.
what I did.
So Correct, yes. And then finally in the sprint retro meeting, and that's exactly the meeting. In the meeting we discuss, make sure do not give people shout out. If someone help you, just say thank you for helping me. If you got some issues, do not blame people directly. Okay, just say it. I was actually unable to complete this because we had some issues. Everybody knows the issues, by the way. Do not think nobody knows the issues. But do not say because of like a Zahara, I was not able to do this. Just do not say that. It is, this is the where the political comes to the picture. How you say things political way. Of course, your manager will hit you one-on-one badly. So why it's not done? What happened? That's the different thing. But this kind of things, you do not blame anybody directly. You have to learn things how to say political way.
Professional way.
Yes, professionally, but political way. Instead of political way, there is a word. Means you see this, many people do wrong. The president will never say that those wrong. You're wrong. That's the reason. They say some way to say in a way.
Like you could have done.
Everybody get the message. Then what does it mean?
Yeah.
So this kind of things, the corporate environment is political environment. You have to you do not do the blame game. Okay, you just say things. You blame the things, not the people. Okay, this system was down. For that reason, I was not able to do this. We already know who managed that system. Okay, their manager will be talking with them. Why the system was down? Why the DevOps engineer, creating something, the QA is not able to do this. You blame the system, not the people. This kind of things I actually face myself. Because when you start blaming people, I don't know this. Nobody told me how to say this kind of things.
And then remember it and come back.
And then my manager said, why are you blaming people? You cannot do this. You blame the system. Hey, because of this, I was not able to complete my work. And then I learned. Because the moment you start blaming people, the relationship is broken and people will not work with you anymore. Of course, behind the scene, your manager definitely will be talking to you. What happened there? Why you did not communicate? Did you even send any message? No. So can you please make sure do this next time? Make sure manager will be doing it. But in the public, we do not do this. So Retroboard, no emotion come to the picture. You share your experience. Even you can say, I should have done better job in estimation. Okay. One of the questions he asked, tell me one of the issues you could have done better estimation because for you, it did not go live, right? You can say, I thought the user story I actually assigned, it will be like the quick hit, but apparently I found out I was wrong. So from the next time, I was super careful when I estimate something. I did a little bit dig deeper on the issues. I clarified pretty well what this issues is. And then actually I answered I complete my estimation. And this kind of things, super, super important in the interview. And not only interview, your real life right away. Because right away, those kind of things important. And you cannot pull yourself. If you get into a bad track somehow, it is very difficult to pull yourself from those kind of scenario. Okay, so make sure, so the retro happen right before the new sprint start. A retro only takes how long? 45 minutes to 60 minutes. And here, you do not need to write if you do not want to. But you have to engage yourself. Engage means you like something, like it. Make sense?
As I see, but they are writing after their task and like it.
Yeah, anything related to the sprint.
Okay.
There's no like nothing.
Well, then earlier when we talked about this, I think we said like after the sprint end, then we can do the retro.
Yes, so that's what we're doing. Sprint and you do the retro related to that sprint. No irrelevant communication need to be here. Not like you cannot bring 2 months ago any sprint behavior here. Those will not be allowed. Good? Can come. Those will not be allowed.
So I can also do it after the task related to the sprint.
No.
Finish.
No. You are trying to answer the something is not relevant. You don't need to be busy.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to be busy with the sprint board. Sprint board at the very end. Okay. So make sure,
Yeah.
because you're trying to answer that over and over. No,
Yeah.
sprint board come at the very end.
But what I see there, it looks like they did the retroboot after their task was end, not the sprint.
That's fine. They're learning. You guys are learning.
Yeah,
You guys make mistake. I'm fine.
yeah,
I have no problem with this.
Yeah.
That's the reason you guys are here to make a mistake.
yeah, of course. Even I
Yeah.
moved around Agile for a long time.
Yeah, it is. It looks like very easy. It is not. Okay. So make sure you guys do this. And only way you can be organized, you maintain this kind of things properly, it'll be perfect. Any question on this? And one more time, typically you do not own any user story. People ask this. Normally a product owner, business analyst, yes, you own it. If you create something, you own it. But most of the time it's a product owner, business analyst, or the feature owner. We call the feature owner. We call the system analyst, whatever you call them. Whoever under, they own this part. And here is we means you, means the developer, means the mobile app developer. They work on it, they create their task, do their work.
We can like see the user story and like open it, but we can't delete all.
Yeah, you do not delete anything, you do not touch anything. You can do the discussion board. Yes, make sure remember those.
Yeah.
We cannot say them over and over. Those will be important. Okay, all you do here, nothing else you need to do. Okay,
Yeah.
and use this. Our team can remind you where our team is not going to force on you. If you guys do not use it, you lose. One more time, if you do not use the platform is given, your loss. Your loss is you are getting behind, your verbal will be limited, you will be shaking when you talk, and you'll be shaking when you work. All consequences you have to take if you do not use the platform is given to you. And the company CEO, the CTO, whoever you name it, all they care this kind of tools. Nothing matter to them because from this kind of tool, they control pretty much anything and everything. Okay, so first of all, follow the process. Thank you guys. I think I have done you. And then, so for the CloudHouse member, you guys, I should use it. And I will say that should be your like the final focus and you guys should be using that as well. You do not know how to use it, simply ask the question. Good? Okay.